second that this guy. My fellow Americans, the elections are upon us, and according to my research, I have found that the average American is not only misinformed, but underinformed. Thankfully, I consider it my civic duty to educate, and so I've taken time out of my busy schedule tonight to come down here and inform you about a much neglected piece of American history. For you see, the presidents of the United States are not the great, law-abiding men that you may think they are. I know. They each carry with them a dark secret. For you see, every president has had a really weird dick. Obviously, they all had dicks. That's baby stuff. We all know they had dicks, big dicks. Oh, okay, good for you. However, for example, William Henry Harrison's dick curves slightly to the left. James Madison's dick was a candy cane. Taft was fully circumcised, so if you're familiar with traditional circumcision, wherein the foreskin of the penis is cut away and cast aside, with Taft, they went all the way down, so it scarred and hardened like a jerky stick. His bush also spelled Taft. I don't have a picture of it. Washington's penis, now this is very complex, but bear with me. A lot of people think Washington's penis looks something like this, or this. However, Washington's penis was actually Benjamin Franklin. You may be asking yourself, how is such a thing possible? Behold, here we have Washington in silhouette, and if we use our X-ray goggles, we see a tiny Ben Franklin right about here, sticking out, sitting comfortably on a bed of dick, balls, pubes. If we zoom in further, we find Franklin fully clothed, his torso continuing into the shaft of the penis, uninterrupted. Glasses, kite, the whole deal. Franklin, of course, was an intellectual. He was an independent man, and at some point he saw fit to cut himself free, much to the dismay of Washington and his friends and family. JFK's head was exploded, obviously. Abraham Lincoln was an honest man, a hard-working man, with a grand old penis. And the issue with his penis is it had no opening, no tip, just uninterrupted penis the whole way through. So, after a long day of work, Lincoln was forced to roll up his sleeves, sit himself down upon a humble milking stool, and just wring it out. Just wring all the piss and cum of the day out into a bucket that Mary Todd would steal away into the night to do strange experiments with. Hamilton, the most handsome president to appear on a dollar bill, sorry daddy, got his dick stuck in a door when he was 15 years old, and it never got unstuck. And he just stretched it out all over the 13 colonies. As you can imagine, Hamilton's rubbery dick skin became quite taut and vibratory. Merrymakers and revelers would gather from miles around to play upon Hamilton's dick skin like a stringed instrument. And so on. I've taken the liberty of creating a map of the complex pattern of dick and balls that Hamilton stretched all across the 13 colonies. Here we can see some of his landmark life events: his birth, his untimely death, when he was lost at sea, and his loss of virginity, which science has not yet been able to explain. Barack Obama's dick is not that weird, but his balls are unspeakable. Also, if you have any doubts about the validity of my claims this evening, just look at Obama's signature. It's been right under our noses this whole time! Wake up! Jackson was a fucking asshole. Donald Trump's dick looks something like this. Here we see the Bush, neatly styled. Speaking of Bush, George W. Bush eats crayons, and he can't find his own dick. We don't know what it looks like. He can't find it. Jimmy Carter's penis is like a little baby turtle. A little baby turtle doesn't want to come out. Oh, sweet Jimmy. Reagan's penis. Pagan's penis was like an old leather book, upon which was inscribed ancient runes, which foretold of a coming age of darkness, deep, impenetrable darkness, from which no one would escape. One opens up the penis, and dust from ancient empires and distant eons comes pouring forth, like wine from a goblet. Children would weep, and crows would cry and flap their fetid wings every time the penis was bared. Even Nancy knew, for she had intimate knowledge of the penis. She knew that one day, all that you see before you would be cast away like so much filth down the sewers of eternity. For to be in the presence of the presidential rod was to hear the susurrations and the rumblings of the terror bird and the conqueror worm as they toss and turn in their sleep. Just right after Steve was like a pine cone. Doesn't matter. Okay, all right. Listen, I could go through I got all the presidents, and I could go through all of them, but it's just, we just gotta unwind a little bit. It's been a lot. We've been washing dicks. We've just been, and I've been working on this for a long time. So I just need everyone to take a deep breath with me. And I just need everybody to close their eyes. And with your eyes closed, please close your eyes. And once everybody's eyes are tightly closed, I'm not gonna fuck with you, just close your eyes. It's not the Blue Man Group, just close your eyes. Once everybody's eyes are closed, I'd just like you to picture that you're floating on your back in a big blue lake, listening to the sound of the waves. And birds circling overhead. And you move your hand around in the water languidly and slowly, and little baby dragonflies come flitting by, and they say, "Hey, buddy." And you say, "Hi, little baby dragonflies." And you just feel really at one with nature and like super like namaste about the whole thing. And you move, you look up, and the big lazy clouds above start moving around you in a circle. And the trees around the lake bow inward towards you slowly, like they're looking down at you in a crib. And none of this feels out of the ordinary. None of this feels weird. And you slowly become aware that you're dissolving. Your physical form is leaving you. But you don't feel afraid. You feel unattached, like it was holding you back. And the parts of you that are truly, intrinsically you, slowly lift up into the air, and you look out in all directions at once. And none of your prior concerns seem relevant to you anymore. Money, your job, the fucking horrible people that inexplicably control every fucking aspect of the world, all of it just melts away. And you realize the floating you're doing now is the same as when you were in the water, that you've always been floating your whole life. And you see your entire life laid out before you, right next to everyone else's in a perfect, crystalline shape. And every shape interconnects with everyone else's. And you don't have tear ducts anymore, but some part of you is weeping from the beauty of it all. And you're floating and floating, and you open your eyes. That's it. Bye.